Hey guys, welcome back to an all-new episode of Conflicts. Today we'll be looking at two smart cameras sent by LaView, a company we've seen before that makes a variety of products including security cameras as well as gadgets. Now today we'll be seeing exactly what they sent us, and they actually sent us two cameras. Now we have ourselves the HD Wi-Fi Smart 2K camera set, which is actually 4 cameras and it's weatherproof with a built-in cloud storage. And we also have ourselves the R3 security camera, which is a 1080p camera, but with two-way audio and of course the cloud storage too. Now if you guys want to go ahead and learn more about them as well as these products itself, check out the links down below in the description. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First, let's start off with our HD Wi-Fi Smart 2K outdoor camera. Now, as previously mentioned, it's designed for weatherproof, so you can go ahead and put these outside without having any problem. And it also features a motion detection with a push notification, meaning if it detects a motion, it'll automatically notify you on your phone. Now, as we mentioned, it features a 2K camera, two-way audio, and it's designed to be do-it-yourself, so it's very easy to go ahead and set up. As we kind of rotate it about, it doesn't really say much about it, but it is app integrated, so you can go ahead and download the LaView app. So we have ourselves our user manuals. I do see a lot of cables in here. So these here are going to be our USB blocks. So we do get 4 of those, which is very nice that they do include that. And then we do get our 4 cameras with the USB attachment to it. And actually they look really cool. Look at that. So they're designed to be outdoor, and the fact that they're very small, these are great to go ahead and mount them where people don't really see them off the back. We also have our mounting ports. So we have some screws for each particular one, and then we have these little mounts. Now it comes with this plastic piece that you just go ahead and clip on, and then they're magnetically attachable, so you can go ahead and detach them via magnets like this. Like that. So that's actually pretty neat. It also comes with a 3M double-sided tape, so if you want to just mount it that way you can. So you don't necessarily have to make screws, which is always a plus. So in terms of the camera, it does have some features. So it does have an LED indicator, so I'm assuming that has to do with the status of the camera. And then it also has a spotlight, which is essentially this ring that's kind of going around it. Now that you can control using your phone, and then in which it has a lens in the middle, a microphone, and of course the magnetic mount. So that is actually pretty neat. So the way this kind of works is kind of magnetically attaches like that. How cool is that? Now you can go ahead and mount this any way you like. So if you're mounting on a wall that's like this, you can magnetically attach the cable, or if you're mounting on the bottom like that, or on the other side. So it is very easy to use and quite user-friendly. Bottom side here, you do have a little cap that you just go ahead and pop open, and then here is going to be our reset button and our micro SD card port. You do have your speaker, which is on the back side right over here. All right, so to go ahead and try this out, we're going to simply plug in it into our USB port. In this case here, I'm using a USB cable. There you are. So it made a little sound, and I think we're ready to connect to it. All right, so we're gonna go and open up our LaView app, and from there I'm gonna click on Add Device. Now since we're doing essentially a smart camera, I'm gonna click on that button there next to our Wi-Fi. And now this here's the fun part, is that there's actually a QR code that we're gonna scan with our camera. And now it's adding our device. So now this takes about 2 minutes, but other than that, it seems like it's actually a quite simple process. And now that's it. All right, so I can click done here, and now I have control over my camera. And just like that, you can see me right there. That is pretty cool. So it is working, and yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty neat. So you have playback, you have gallery, you have private mode, you have night mode, you have spotlight, and motion detection. Private mode will disable the camera so you can't see. Then we're gonna go and turn it back on. And then I have a motion detection. So if it detects a motion, it'll notify me on my phone. So it's great how they kind of set that up. So it's quite easy to use. Now, if I click on cloud here, I can essentially download the cloud and purchase that, where I can upload my videos directly to it and see it later. Now, if I click on record here, I can actually have it access my photos, in which if I start recording, just like this, I can turn it off, and I can view the album, play the video back on my phone. So that's actually pretty good. So that works out quite well, and the quality of it is actually quite spot on. Now I can talk through it. Testing. Can I help you? So that's cool that it does give you that capability to use it as a essentially security system. So if I go into the settings here a little bit more, I can adjust to certain things in here. For instance, I can hook it up with Google Home, Amazon Echo, and then yeah, I mean, it's actually a pretty darn good device. Now, I think that this works out quite well in terms of if you're trying to find a security device that is both cheap and effective. This is definitely a way to go. And then you can hook up all 4 of them at once and just use them as you need to. So that kind of gives you an idea what this camera is about. So let's go ahead and see what the next camera is and try that out. Alright, so up next we have the R3 security camera. So this here is a 1080p HD camera with 2-way audio. It says do it yourself. Also has a storage online, so that's great. And then it has motion detection. And now this here is going to be a 2-pack versus a 4-pack. But again, this one's going to be a little bit more bulkier. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Alright. We have a few things going on here. For instance, we do have our mounting hardware here. So it does come with some 3M tapes. You don't have to screw it, but that's nice that it does include that option. You get your 2 USB-C cables and you get 2 power blocks, which is great. Then we also get our user manual. So this here's going to be a quite simple setup, very similar to the other camera. And then you also get your quick start guide as well as your app connection. Now, oh my god, this is really neat. So this here is our camera. Check it out. So we get 2 of these guys. Very futuristic feel, I would have to say. So you do have your camera here that kind of rotates. Then you have your microphone, and then you have your reset button here on the bottom, as well as your micro SD card port as well. So this one here is included with a 32 gigabyte SD card. So that's kind of nice that they do include that for its own internal storage. Now this particular camera does allow it to rotate, so that is neat. And then I believe it does rotate left and right too. So you do get that control as well, which is cool. And yeah, it definitely has a very futuristic vibe. On the actual exposure of it, so you do have your camera here, you have an LED indicator, and then you have your speaker on the back. And I believe there's a microphone too. So let's go ahead and plug this thing in next and try it out. So the plug is here. All right, and then this is gonna actually run through the bottom of the unit. So we have a red LED indicator, meaning that it is on. All right, I'm gonna click on plus here, and I'm gonna add my security camera, and I'm gonna use a QR code again to go ahead and have it scan. There we go, quite simple. I heard a prompt, and now it's adding our device. And literally in a matter of minutes, we have this thing ready to go. So this is great. All right, and we're connected. So I can go ahead and click on done. And I can see my camera here. And here we are. So I can click on this. And I have a live view of my camera here. Look at that. So I can physically move it. However, it does come with its own controls. So if I pull this up here, you do have your playback gallery. You have your motion detection, your sound detections. And then you have the physical directional panel. This is neat. So I can rotate the camera just like that. Look at that. And I can go ahead and rotate it the other way and bring it back. I can bring it up so you can see the whole lens kind of moving up. So that is really cool how it's kind of elevating itself. And you can go back down and look all the way down. So you do get 360 plane, which is actually pretty darn good. So if I go ahead and rotate it all the way around, I believe there might be a stopping point. Yep, right straight in the back there is a stopping point. So that's cool though for what it is. I mean, it does work exactly as it's supposed to, and you can see me right there. So now we're actually recording. So as I kind of rotate it around here, I can go ahead and hit stop, and then I can view my album, view my footage, hit play, and you can see how exactly it looks. So that's great that it does come with that, and you can go ahead and talk through it as well. So if I click on the microphone here, hello? Hello? Can I help you? So the microphone does work, and that's quite prompt. Then I also can hear what this is hearing too. The settings, I have the same settings as the other camera here, so it's a full breakdown. You can connect it to Amazon Echo, Google Home, and then of course you have your private mode, and you can set up an alarm too. So that's kind of neat too, that it does have all these bells and whistles in there. So if it detects a motion, it will go ahead and have an alarm. So if I go into the messages, I can see here it says motion detected, sound detected, and then it kind of gives you a breakdown in terms of all the different motions that it detected over its time. Now, if I go back, I can actually go into scene. Now, scene allows you to go ahead and create essentially a custom scene, so when the weather changes, you can have the camera initiate, you can have different things in terms of scheduling. So overall, it's actually a very user-friendly system. And then you guys see all the other products that they offer. And you can see that there's so many different features in here, which is really, really cool. All right, and there you have it. So overall, these are really cool devices. I definitely think they're very unique in their own way, and they both play a very vital role. So you have your outdoor weatherproof camera that you have 4 of, which you can go ahead and record at 2K, allowing you to go ahead and get that nice footage with a built-in LED ring around it in terms of using the spotlight. And then you have your indoor camera, which is fully rotatable, both rotational as well as vertically, which is really neat. And yeah, both user-friendly and quite simple to set up. Now, with that said, if you guys had any questions, comment down below. Otherwise, see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.